Welcome back to Let's Play Shuffle. As I said in the previous part, we would either go through Shia's part of the route towards her ending and all that, or skip through Kaede's route to see what scenes we've missed, because we've obviously missed a few scenes, and I say we go with that first, because it'd feel awkward if that was the last thing we did with this, wouldn't it? So let's do that.
最初からだけどいいのね。
Yeah. What do you... Just get this show on the road. So there will be a
だったら
lot
あの女性なんてどう
of
です？
skipping. How long till the first choice anyway? I'm not like stopping for any scenes we've seen before though. We're just gonna be very brief with this, depending how, like, the scenes that we missed actually go anyway. This is awkward nonetheless, really, isn't it? It's just like, oh, if we saved it for, like, the last thing we do with this visual novel, it'd be awkward. But doing it overall anyway is awkward, because it just seems, I don't know, just awkward. This is taking a while. That's about sheer. Apparently. I don't know why that even really needs to have any real point to it. I don't see why it would matter, but that's what the walkthrough says. Next choice will be one that we haven't seen before. How long has this LP been going on for now, anyway? At least maybe 2-3 months or so? I don't know. Yeah, here it is. Kaede. Kaede, of course. Stupid. I just can't get used to the fact this keyboard is shit. I can't hit the enter key on it. So I always have to use the other keyboard, but I instinctively go for the one that, you know, is built in.
やっぱり
There's no other girl who has ever been as loyal to me as Kaede. I know her really well after all these years. I feel secure when she's next to me.
そっか。尽くしてきたのは無駄じゃなかったってわけね。ミーさんはすでにそこまで。
Skip. On to the next scene. After many other scenes. Strings. Apparently we don't take her this time. But doesn't it always just result in taking her in anyway though? So what's the difference? Is the difference being if you accept her rather than accept her after saying no or what? It's just like, I don't know. Just like, either way, you are taking care of this girl. What choices? Actually, I've got something to do. I've got scenes to skip, you know. But was that the scene where he ends up taking her to the, take out the trash or something like that, was it? But he ends up doing that anyway, it's just not on screen if he chooses the other choice. Kaede can be trusted with foods. You're in good shape as long as Kaede is teaching you. You should learn a lot from her. Wasn't this a choice that I accidentally clicked on once before? And it was like, wait, this is a scene we haven't seen before, but went back anyway because we were, I think it was Shia's route.
頑張る。いえ、本当だったら朝先輩の方が教えるのは上手なんですよ。
The way her facial expression changed there is as if her face just sunk into her face, if that makes any sense. It's like her eyes were like, it was a similar facial expression, only went beep, 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 beep. I don't know even know if the cursor's even actually shown properly, because in the previous recording, the cursor literally just, for some reason, just remained in the center of the screen, so I had to edit the cursor out entirely because it just looked awkward. I don't know why it does that with this. Doesn't do it with any other LP that I can think of. Then again, the only other LP that has a cursor really going around on the screen while recording is Sims 2, and that one works perfectly fine.
私にちゃんと料理を教えてくれたのも朝先輩ですから。
Really? I thought you were already a good cook before she taught you.
そんなことないですよ。朝先輩に教わって全く変わりましたから。そうですね。今度話してみて、都合がいい時にでも来てもらいましょうか。朝、私のお姉さんみたいな人です。私に料理を教えてくれた人ですよ。
Primla nodded as Kaede explained.
いい。楓に教わる。でも、私よりも上手な人ですよ。楓がいい。
Kaede seemed confused by her unexpected reply. I tapped her on the back. See, she wants you. You should teach her because you're the one she wants.
リン君。
Well, take care of Primla. See you in the next scene. Skip. There was no CG to be found. I don't know where there are missing CGs, to be honest. I don't know where they are. Kaede! Skip. Because there clearly are missing CGs, and they're not just from those scenes. Because they were on the page that tends to not have those scenes. Skip. Man, it's running out of choices here, though. What the hell? And there was those hills for a second, but I'll obviously edit that out, blank out the screen for literally a second, because that's how fast it went by. Whoa! It slowed down. Holy shit! Scenes that we haven't seen that didn't require choices. I was right after all. We did miss some scenes in this route, but that was kinda obvious, really. We made, like, random choices the whole time, the first time playing through the game, so... well, visual novel, whatever. So it was bound to, like, it had multiple different things. It, like, had a bit of Nerene's route. Well, it didn't get to anyone's route other than Kaide's, but you get the idea. It was, like, it had a bit of, like, paying attention to each of the characters. It's already nighttime. I woke up from napping on the couch and looked at the clock. The time was now 7:30 p.m. It's definitely nighttime. I was lying on the couch after I got home from school, but I wound up falling asleep. I bet Kaede is the one who put this blanket over me. My hunger was reaching its limit as I smelled delicious food from the kitchen. It's almost dinner time. I woke up at the right time. I got up, folded a blanket, and headed toward the kitchen. I know, man, whenever I wake up and there's food, I'm just like, give me a moment, man, I need to wake up. Give me something to drink, sure, but something to eat? Nah, give me at least 10-15 minutes or something, I don't know.
リン君、もう起きちゃって大丈夫なんですか?
Wait, never seen this closed like that. It is indeed different. I'm fine now, I was just going to lay down for a little bit.
ここのところ急にいろいろありましたから疲れてるんですよ。ご飯もう準備できますけど食べますか?
Yeah, thanks.
今日はビーフシチューにしてみました。
There's another CG we didn't see. It's been a while since we ate by ourselves.
そういえばそうですね。
It was strange since her dad went away on business trips so often. This was how we used to eat all the time. We never even got to see him at all because, well, for some reason, I honestly don't know. What reason was there? I mean, how long away on business trips can he possibly be? Happens way too often, these things. It's way too convenient. However, after 10 days, it felt so awkward to eat by myself with her.
ちょっと静かですね。
Oh, it's not. There's music playing. Yeah, but Primble didn't really talk that much, so it should be about the same. Even though it was for such a short time, Primla was blending in with us as a member of the family. Anyway, we've gone through a lot lately. I feel bad for Primla, but I'm enjoying this quiet time.
私も実はそう思ってました。リムちゃん可愛いですし、ちょこちょこと何かをしてるのを見ていて楽しいんですけれど、やっぱりたまには二人でっていうのもいいなって。
She smiled and blushed. Her expression made my heart race. I guess that's how much we were again used to our life with Primla. This situation was a natural thing for the two of us since we'd lost our family as children. Just how casually, just like have that, man. Although things were changing all around us at a rapid pace, nothing between us had changed, nor would it ever. That's a load of shit, man. The time we spent alone together was supposed to be a natural thing for us, but now we were becoming increasingly conscious of these moments.
おかわりどうですか?
Yeah, thanks. I passed her my bowl and she filled it with rice. Even the simplest moments made me feel shy.
まるで結婚したばかりの夫婦
Don't blame me,
み
man.
たいです
She's
よ
like
ね。
literally staring at you right into your eyes. I'd feel awkward as well. She said with her soft voice she might be right too. Yeah. I replied to her honestly despite feeling embarrassed. I guess it's not too bad if I'm with her. No, I think I've said it before, but I am bad with eye contact. If I was sitting at a table and someone just staring at me, I'd feel awkward. Skibbly skip! What would be the next scene anyway? I forgot what the previous choice was. Would it end up leading into one of those scenes or what? Well, it automatically stops at a scene that we haven't seen before anyway, so there's that. Yep. Just go shopping, yeah, and skip. Is there any more CGs we missed or what? Bam 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 bam. What? Well, that's a random way of entering a scene. Kun? Wait, hang on a moment. I need to plug in the charger for my laptop. Battery's going a bit low there. Okay then, proceeding.
リンくんリンくんリンくん
Shut up. Someone was calling my name in the deep darkness. As the voice became clearer, the darkness started to disappear. My brain vaguely began to understand that it was morning. I had to wake up, however, my body wouldn't move at all. I felt like I wanted to stay in this dozing state for as long as I could. 10 more minutes.
でも今日から期末試験ですよ。早く行ってノートの見直しをするんじゃ。
That's right! That voice. I bolted up at full power. I was expecting him to have one of those reactions there. Just like, 10 more minutes. What? So I did the most over-the-top reaction possible. Seriously, I jumped up so quickly I may as well have been violating the laws of physics, because I smacked the ceiling, and the ceiling is quite high up there. Then I sprang from my bed. What? Being cautious takes 1 second, but injury can last forever. This is a perfect example of what can happen when you're not paying attention to your surroundings.
その
I saw her pretty face turning red right in front of my own. Let me review the situation. I was sleeping. Someone woke me up. I jumped up. Now I'm straddling Kaede. I think it's pretty obvious what happened next. Well, yeah, awkward talk and then he's just like, I'm so sorry, right? What do I have to do and what do I have to say? I couldn't think of the right solution with my drowsy, half-asleep brain. I pushed against the floor with my arms in order to get up. Fluff? I felt an appealing sensation inside my palm. You caught the feel. A warm, soft, and bouncy sensation. What? Oh man. Could this be? If this is what I think it is, I am doing something very wrong right now. I squeezed my hand in order to see if my guess was right. You really had to test that? The object inside my hand squished in response to the movements. If I had to describe it in one word, I would have to go with marshmallows, even though it's a cliché description. Marshmallows. So, okay, let's recap on like two things off the top of my head that is referred to when it comes to breasts of two different sizes. Hills and marshmallows. Brilliant. There's only one thing that could be described in such terms, and I finally recognized what I was grabbing at that moment. An interruption, I have food. And it's such an awkward situation as well. Of course, though, it's my dad, so he doesn't comment on anything, even if he did notice. I just like, why is he copping a feel or something? I don't know. 'Cause he's a clumsy fool. I heard her shy and confused voice. I mean, seriously, my dad, like, here's an example of my dad, like, legitimately not giving a fucking rat's ass. Apparently, one point, he had porn on his laptop, playing, rather loudly, facing towards the kitchen where the door, the front door is. And my sister and her friends happened to walk in, and you can see where that went. Laughing their ass off, my sister's like, Dad, god damn it, that's embarrassing. Well, this is unintentional and, She looked up at me with slightly teary eyes. Please don't stare at me like that, I'm going to lose my, standing morals. What morals, man? You've had sex in a park and sex in a freaking school without even thinking twice. Thank you very much. Huh? I'm sorry. She chuckled as I panicked. Then she muttered with her red face.
リン君、目の前です。
Well, no shit. At that moment I could feel all my blood gathering in my face. My embarrassment suddenly turned my brain back on, and I realized what I was supposed to do in such occasions. I immediately jumped off of her body. What should I say? It was my bad. I apologized and bowed to her. There's no way a man could stand with his head raised in a situation like this. What just happened was totally my fault. Well, it wouldn't have been if you had just got up. I mean, you did you probably tripped over or some shit. But the fact that you had to confirm what was happening like that, yeah, that was totally on you. I should just apologize to her without an excuse.
そんなに気にしないでください。事故だって分かってますし。それに、リン君にでしたから。
Her voice sounded shy, but also a tinge happy.
それより早く朝ごはんにしましょう。試験中にお腹が空いたりしたら実力も出せませんし。
She left my room trying to hide her blushing face. Sure, I'll be right there. I reached out for my clothes in order to hide my embarrassment as well. We should just forget about what happened and get back to our normal life. What normal life? That's right, just forget about it. But it was so soft. Is it a man's curse that I can't help but feeling that texture in my right hand? And then he skip again. Rindono! Oh my god, he was hit by a chair again. Wow, what a chair shot that we didn't get to see properly. Shia's route was lacking in chair shots. There should have been more of them. Maybe there's more. Just, I can't really imagine the King of Gods even appearing in Shia's ending, which is weird, really, because, you know, he's a dad and all.
どうでしたか?
Huh? I think I'm out of the danger zone. I'll probably place around the average. You tell me there's a lot more to Kaede's route than I originally thought. You're as comfortable as usual, right? I mean, I've got food.
余裕っていうこともないですよ。特に今回は、その、日程を間違えていた時もありましたし。
But the worst you can get is like 80%, right? Why are our brains so different even though we're both human? We even eat the same things too.
でも、試験で点が取れるから頭がいいっていうわけではないですよ。なゆみちゃんなんて、その最たるものですし。
Yeah, she'd be very useful if we needed to go on a survival course. She'd stay alive in any situation. It's strange how a smart person like her can be a strong candidate for extra lessons.
夏休み、みんなで遊べたらいいですね。
Wait. So are we saying that Mayumi is actually quite intelligent but screws up often? Okay. Whatever. Yeah. Anyways, back to the dialogue we've seen before. Well, that was a real short day, wasn't it? What the fuck? She was crying. Wait, what? I thought it was just gonna be Primler's scene again. Holy shit, I think this is like way more into development than I was originally thinking. This is obviously to do with Kaede. A girl was crying. She had a small bow, but a bow, read it correctly, in her hair. It shook slightly as she sobbed. I wanted her to stop crying. I wanted to see her smile. At the very least, I wanted her to lift her face. She was precious to me. She was the only person I had. That's why I told her. It was very hard and very sad, but she was too important to me. That's why I told her. She raised her head and even stopped crying. However, there was no smile. She just stared at me in shock. Her shoulders gradually shook. Her look became fierce. I knew that would happen, but I told her. That's why I didn't say anything. I just waited for her words. And I quietly accepted them.
リン君なんか、リンなんか、死んじゃえばいいんだ。リンなんか。リン君。
After that scene, just like the way she says that, like, Rin-kun, Kaede, why have you got a knife? I saw a soft smile in front of my eyes. A familiar face was pulling me back to reality. Seriously, I had a feeling that Kaede's route felt way too short. It was obvious we'd missed a number of scenes, but I wasn't expecting it to be quite as much as this. We haven't even really got to her route yet, have we? I haven't seen her face appear on the transition screen. I saw a soft smile in front of me. A familiar face was pulling me back to reality. I thought I was dreaming about something, but I couldn't remember what it was, conveniently. I just felt like Kaede's smile was healing my heart.
リン君、おはようございます。今日はお出かけするんでしたよね。そろそろ起きないと待ち合わせに遅れちゃいますよ。
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna meet Itsuki today. I totally forgot about him. As I remember my schedule for the day, I slowly began to stir.
ダメですよ。いつきくんとの待ち合わせは遅れるとペナルティがシャレにならないっていつも言ってますよね。
That's true. Good for you, Kaede. Let me pat your head. You know, in classic protagonist way, pat on the head. Heck, I do that in every single game that would give me an option to pat a character on the head. It's just like, pat on the head. I say it like that, but technically that's only happened once with Persona 4. In my Persona 4 LP, there's a certain scene where you, like, can pat a certain character on the head randomly. To kind of like encompass just like, there, and I totally chose that 3 times in a row. Like, 2 times on a previous playthrough, 3rd time on the LP playthrough.
リンク、
The way she got all embarrassed yet happy at the same time made her look like a puppy. Can you get my breakfast ready while I get changed?
はい。
As I let go of her head, she looked at my hand with a sad face. However, she replied in a bright voice and left the room. I got out of bed and grabbed my clothes. It's amazing how she knows my schedule better than I do. I could feel the arrival of summer as sunlight streamed inside my room from the window. I feel like it's been a while since I last saw the sun.
やっと梅雨明けだそうですよ。本格的な夏の始まりですね。
That's usually something anyone here in the UK would say, but technically it has had a bit of sun lately. It's just kind of... Now it actually is like going back into the crappy kind of thing where it's raining. Some places have some thunderstorms and all that. I only recall hearing thunder and lightning once. It was about like, I can't remember when it was, maybe 4 or 5 in the morning. It's quite random, and all I could think the whole time was like, oh no. The internet connection sucks, and if you freaking just completely destroyed completely and power cut or some shit, I'll be even more annoyed. Luckily that didn't happen. We're past the rainy season, huh? Am I so excited about the summer because I'm Japanese?
日本人っていうのはあまり関係ない気もしますけど、でも何かワクワクとしてきてしまいますよね。
What would your nationality have to do with liking summer anyway? I prefer blue sky over dark clouds. Could agree with you there. On my way to meet Itsuki, someone with a deep, familiar voice stopped me singing, and I skipped it. And you never got to see Itsuki, but who really gives a shit? Skipping through the scenes, and then we arrive at a scene, and I keep on singing and annoying you viewers, but I'm gonna have to stop right here for a moment so I can eat my food, cause it'll get cold. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. You know, when I decided to revisit this route to go through scenes and all that we hadn't seen, I didn't think we'd go half a route by the looks of things. Seriously, did we? Well, it's not really all that surprising that we missed quite a lot of Kaede's route the first time around, because the way it happened was quite random. It just loads of different choices we made that didn't really lead into her route until later on. She was at the school and Kaede was the only one left in the classroom. She couldn't leave until she'd finished up her duties for the day. I was waiting for her since I didn't have anything else planned. Are you almost done?
はい。あとは先生に日直日誌を返せばおしまいです。
Cool, we're done for the day. Let's hurry up and go. What's wrong?
いえ、リン君、肩のところ破れてますけど。
Huh? As I looked at my shoulder, I could see the seam where my shirt had been ripped open and the t-shirt was exposed underneath. It's Itsuki. He pulled me hard without paying attention to his strength. You know, I've got a thing like that with my Mr. Satin shirt. I don't know when it happened, but part around the arm just ripped a little. It's damn it, that was a good shirt. Still use the shirt, but still. How annoying is that?
もし時間的に大丈夫でしたら、今直しちゃいますけれど。
You can?
お お裁縫道具は常に持ってますから。
That's kind of a weird thing, isn't it? I always have a sewing kit with me. No, seriously, you carry it around all the time? She proudly took it out of her bag. I didn't have anywhere to be today, so it'd probably be better to get it fixed now. Thanks then. Another CG. She started sewing as soon as I gave her my shirt. You're so skilled. How can you fix it so easily?
慣れてしまえばそれほど難しいことでもないですよ。決まったことを決まった順番で繰り返していくだけですから。
She easily fixed my shirt while chatting with me. She said that she was just repeating a pattern, but I couldn't tell. My shirt was fixed in an instant and it looked practically brand new.
はい、終了です。
She showed me the fixed shirt with a proud, happy smile. What?
リン君、どうかしましたか？一応完全に直せたとは思うんですけれど。
Did she just accidentally sew it onto her skirt? Well, there's nothing wrong with your work, but is this a man's nature? I know I wasn't supposed to look at it, but I couldn't help myself. I even felt guilty for feeling happy about
リ
it.
ン君、
Or she just foolishly... I don't have a clue. She was still looking into my face with a smile, unaware of what was going on. She always spaced out when it was about herself. Hey, Kaede.
はい、
How many fan service CGs are in this game? Your skirt.
スカートですか？
She looked down at her skirt. You got it?
キ
An unimaginable loud scream raged from her mouth and attacked my eardrums. Thank God there wasn't anyone else there. Honestly, the loudest scream I've heard from a female in a visual novel has gotta be Ryo in Clannad. When she, screams and cries, it's like, holy shit, that's loud! It was so typical of her to forget about her own clothes despite being so focused on mine. So it wasn't sewn there, so she just clumsily accidentally... Well, she is clumsy after all, so I don't know. Sorry, Shia. Well, actually, we still got part of your route to go through, but that's after we're done with all this. I wonder how Shia's route part of it will go compared to reverse Shia. Will it be roughly the same, or have a lot of differences, or only a few differences, or what? Also, another fan service CG. Where's the next scene that we haven't seen before? And they're like, let's go to the beach. And they're like, we're at the pool, close enough, right? And Kaede's route officially begins. And officially gets skipped because we already seen those parts of it. And those parts of it. Well, that actually isn't a part of it, actually. But still. They'll skip that scene, that was fairly short. Then a beach scene, which we've seen before. We've officially seen pretty much every single one of them. These scenes really go by fast. If anything, the transition screens last longer. Fan service! Is there any other scenes we haven't seen? This is gonna lead to that scene, isn't it? Unseen. But is there any scenes we haven't seen? It's them again. Let's skip and see if there's anything new. Probably not. That was probably the last of it that we've actually seen. short scenes that don't last very long. And random one of those scenes. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's gonna change anytime soon to something that we haven't seen. So we've seen everything in Kaede's route now? Was there any extra to it? Doesn't look to be the case. Halt! If possible. Might as well go through the ending part of it at least a second time. Kaede, what's taking so long? We've seen every one of your scenes and still it felt short. But then again, if we did it all in one go, maybe it would have been longer, I don't know.
ごめんなさい。もう少しだけ待ってください。
I heard her rushed voice from inside the house and then she finally appeared. It's kinda hard to rate this route because first time around it felt short. Second time around we skipped through most of it just to see the scenes we hadn't seen. So it's not balanced.
ごめんなさい。やっと見つかりました。
I think it's fun to return a CD without the disc in the case.
すみません。昨日の夜聞き直して、そのままステレオの中に入れっぱなしだったみたいです。
Well, you're always lazy about yourself. I smirked and started walking. Kaede followed me with a flushed face.
いいんです。リン君のことでさえ間違いがなければ。
Our lives haven't changed drastically since that day. We didn't have to change. We must have wanted and needed each other from the beginning. If being in love means truly wanting each other, we were like that from the start. We spent time together as usual because that's what we wanted.
リン君、私の顔、ご飯粒でもついてますか？
Eyeballs. Very big eyeballs. No, I just thought I'm really used to looking at you.
それを言ったら、リン君の顔だって見慣れてますよ。
Your face is
も
so
う見飽きるくらい
plain.
に見てきてますから。
Are you fed up with me?
そんなわけありません。
That
た
face.
とえお米の味に飽きたって、リン君の顔に見飽きることだけは絶対にありませんから。
I strongly concur. So nothing was going to change forever.
おはよう、二人さん。まゆみちゃん、おはようございます。
Oh, I'm surprised to see you. You're usually at school by now.
ゆうべの深夜番組が面白くて、うさんくさい探検隊ネタはやっぱり何度見ても最高よね。
Oh, I watched that too. I even watched the movie after it until almost dawn.
そんなんでよく起きれ。ああ、全自動万能奥様がいるものね。それは失礼しました。
Yeah, I couldn't have done it without Kaede.
楓も大変よね。そんなことありませんよ。私はむしろ嬉しいですから。リン君のお世話ができて。まったくこの二人はあの一件以来何か変わるかなーって思ってたんだけど、そうでもないみたいね。
Mayumi sighed, but Kaede continued.
そんなこともありませんよ。え？リン君。
What? The moment I turned to her, she kissed me with her soft and warm lips, and Mayumi was like, hey, hey, hey. And I was just like, oh, and if Korea Senpai was there, which she might be, but we can't see her, she'd be like, mama, mama, and it's like, what? No, no, what, no.
あらまあ。
I couldn't hear anything anymore, and everybody was watching us. I half expected to end like Yukine's route from Clannad, where just like, and just like that, there was an uproar and the credits roll. Kaede and I became one in the middle of the morning rush. Slowly, she pulled her face away. And then,
大好きです。
she smiled brightly. Our lives certainly had changed, even though you said nothing would change. We could openly express our feelings instead of just thinking of each other. Now we could visibly express our love. It made me feel like our past relationship had faded away, but keep in mind, you may express your love, but don't express too much of it in public, okay? Yeah, this isn't too bad. I put my hands on her
お
shoulder.
返しねだってもいいですか？
I kissed her before I could think of something to say. Despite the jeers and teasing, we stayed connected. We kept our promise from childhood and our promise for the future. We kept our promise intact with a few little changes for the better. Credits. I wonder if I should just go through Shears route right now after that or not. Or save it for another day, I don't know. Because it pretty much would be the last thing we have to do with this LP, really. It's just like, wow. And it wasn't on par with Canon or Clan or anything like that. Where it's just like, oh my god, I can't believe it's over, I'm gonna miss this LP. But I am gonna miss the LP of it. I mean, that's what happens when you LP something for a couple of months. Once it's actually over, you're just like, really? Shit, what am I gonna do now then? I am kind of debating what will be next, really. Maybe Higurashi like it was supposed to have been all those months ago when Clan had ended. But I don't know. But also like been thinking just like, maybe Higurashi or Karawa Shoujo, but at the same time I look at it just like, either way it goes, it sounds like I'd have to voice act every single character. That'd probably be awkward and take a bit of getting used to. What else is there to say, really? Well, on a random note, I got my guitar back. And yeah, it's the most bitchingest, metalist sound I've ever heard from that guitar. I think, anyway. Because I asked them to tune it half a step down as well, so now it has a much kind of metaler sound to it. A lot of metal seems to be played half a step down, more the heavier stuff. And while I don't really listen to Metallica, really, when I was like, just like, you know, this one's tuned half a step down, let's try out Enter Sandman, and the riff on that just sounded fucking badass. Holy shit, that was awesome. And playing fast kind of stuff on it just sounds awesome as well. Like, not like just like shredding or anything like that, but just playing those kind of bar chords and shit really fast just gives off that really powerful sound to it. Simple but effective. That and, you know, having it half a step down, I can actually play some Guns N' Roses properly, because that's how the tuning is for those. It always bothered me that I could never play it exactly the same because it'd always be tuned half a step down, and I was always unsure how the hell I'd actually tune it. Because I am still a noob when it comes to tuning anything other than standard. And the credits are still going on, even after rambling about my guitar a bit. On another note, I actually ran out of discs for recording for Persona 4 and all that. I've actually got this now, but yeah, I actually ran out of discs. It was inevitable. I mean, like 71 parts. I mean, each disc only took like 2 hours. I don't even know where most of the discs would be. They're all over the place. Navel. So let's just check actually. It should be 100% now, right? Because, you know, in those scenes, there's also another scene where you get an option. And it's like result in 2 different CGs, because I don't know why, they just tend to do that. While going through the scene through that, I just like, oh, why not? Just click that. See if it's 100% then. Yep. Seriously. So now we've got... I would have thought the fan service ones would be on the other page. You know, with those scenes. So... that's one that we recently got. That one as well. Oh wait, the other one is on that page. Fair enough. But I'm not gonna click on it, because then I'd have to edit a bit. Well, there's not really any point in that, really. It's because on that page, it has those CGs, as I've mentioned before. So let's recap here. We've got 80% here, 97% here, because it's missing on one of those CGs. Got it as 100% because we went through those scenes twice, so I thought might as well. Us is 93%, all but those seen. Same with Primla, etc. 100%. Well, that's just 4 random CGs of other characters, really, isn't it? Is there any missing on Shia's first page? Nope. Sound effect! Annoying sound effect! I'll stop now. Well, anyways, we'll see you next time, viewers, for when we go through Shia's route towards her ending. I shall now leave you with this. Face of what? That is an adorable face you have there. But anyways, I'll see you next time for the continuation of Shia's route. See you next time, viewers. See you next time.